Hello and welcome back to Lock Lab 101. What we're going to talk about today is tubular locks and tubular lock picks and how to set them up to be successful with them. So there are several ways to pick a tubular lock like this. You can put tension on the inner post there and put rotational tension on it and then individually pick the pins. So you'd put tension right here, you'd put tension clockwise, and then individually you go in and let me zoom in here. And then you'd put tension on here and then individually pick each one of those pins. That's not what we're talking about today. What we're talking about today is utilizing a tubular lock pick such as this in order to pick this lock or get a working key that are stated. So let me show you how that's done. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is count the pins. So in this particular lock, there's 7 pins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's 7 pins in here. Maybe you can see them. After you count the pins, you want to get the correct pick. Okay. So here's a 7 pin, and the way you do that, you just count these fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so there's 7 fingers, and there's 1 tension rod right here. Okay, example of another one is this one. So here, there's 8 fingers, 1 through 8 here. We still have a tension rod, but there's obviously 8 fingers with an 8-pin pick. That simply won't work. So step number 1, count the pins. Step number 2, get the right pick. Step number 3 is you need to set the pick up. So the way you do that is you loosen the retaining band and you advance all of the fingers right like that. Then you put a little bit of tension on the retaining band, and then you make all of the fingers so that they're flush along the face of the pick, this being the face here. Okay, so they're all face. And then what you want to do is tighten the retaining band just enough, just to give it a little bit of resistance. You don't want to crank it down and make it too tight, but you want it tight enough so that the pin will push the finger back, but the finger won't adjust by itself from just going into the lock. Okay, and then the fourth thing you want to do is you want to align the tension rod right here with the block right here. Let me get that in focus right here. And that's what's you're gonna create tension, or you're gonna input tension using that tension rod by twisting. Now the critical thing in this is when you insert this pick, you want to give it rotational input at the same time. So as I'm pushing in, I'm also rotating it. I'm not cranking it, I'm just rotating it. And I'll go back and forth several times, and I'll pull it back out. I'll reset the pick and then do it again. Okay, so here's the 7. You can see that it's locked here. Let's identify the tension rod, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to push it in and rotate at the same time. Okay, now that I have that, I'm going to rotate it back, pull out, and then I'm going to tighten that down. And now what you see is the fingers are pulled back, and each one of those has a different depth. Okay, so I'm going to test the key again just to make sure that nothing moved from pulling it out. And right there. Okay, you have a working key. Okay, and if that didn't work, I would just repeat that process again and again. So now that I have a working key, what I can do is take a depth gauge and identify the depth of each one of these. Okay, as an example, okay, that's not right. Go up to the next one, and boom, right there. And I would do that to each one of these fingers. I'd write them down. There are 8 depths. There are typically 8 depths on a tubular lock key. And then once you write them all down, you can take a tubular lock blank like this, and then on a key cutting machine you can grind each one of those in so that you have a working key. Okay, so there's 6 steps. Let me go over them one more time. Count the pins on the lock, select the correct pick, prepare the pick, insert while rotating, repeat until it's open, and then measure your depths. And then from that information that you get from measuring the depths, you can go ahead and cut a new key blank with a key cutter. Okay, that's a kind of down and dirty explanation of how a tubular lock is picked with a tubular lock pick. A lot of people are intimidated by these because it's a different type of lock, right? And by putting tension on the center core and picking each one of the pins individually can be frustrating. In my opinion, it's more frustrating picking a tubular lock, even though you can see each one of the pins, than picking a pin tumbler. It's just the way the mechanism works and the mechanics of it. So that's the way to do it. And the key is setting your pick up, and as you're inserting it, rotating it at the same time. Okay? Alright, that's all I have for you today. If you got anything out of this video, please like and subscribe, and thank you very much.